Morning.
Morning.
How's Jane?
So,
How's Jane? Shh.
that's alright.
Right.
No, it's not a place to be, but it's alright.
Why do we have jails? Why do we have jails? Why do we have them?
To sit people down, think about what they have already done.
For people who cannot conform.
Okay, pause. That right there, why do we have jails, is a question that echoes through every courtroom. Philosophical? Sure, but in this room, it's painfully real. What do you think? Are jails for punishment, protection, or redemption? Drop your thoughts below.
To society, because we got people who are just complete chaos. How long you been in now? Through a month? 2 months?
Yeah, something like that.
Who do you have in your life? You have anyone that's willing to watch over you? Mom, dad, anyone? Who do you have?
I got my little brother Pops. You feel me? My aunt. I got in contact with him. What's his name? While I was in there incarcerated just recently.
Notice that hesitation? He's scrambling to list anyone in his corner. That silence? That's not just awkward. It's the sound of a young man fighting isolation while the system decides his future.
So y'all got them.
You know, your lawyer and the state have been working a deal to basically get you out, but you scare me. I mean, you think it's funny. It's not, man. You know,
I'm trying to just listen to everything you say, though.
Life as a black man in today's society is hard enough as it is. You know, it really, really is. You know, you already under the gun. And with all the shisa that you're picking up now, being on felony probation, you picked up these 5 cases now with us. You're literally killing your chances of
You're either going to end up dead or with a 25-year sentence. That line hits like a freight train. It's not just dramatic, it's statistical. Black men in America face sentencing disparities that are still staggering. This is a courtroom warning wrapped in raw truth.
Ever doing something worthwhile in this life, because you're either going to end up dead or with a 25-year sentence. As a statistic, we have enough statistics. Mr. McGee, you know, how many times has he mucked up or had a DVR or a motion filed upstairs?
One motion, but he also reported November, December 16th, December 31st, and January 13th. He also fails to complete IOP, thinking for change in the law violation.
Does he have any felony convictions right now? Once you get that felony conviction,
Here's your legal insight moment. A felony conviction isn't just a record, it's a life sentence of locked doors. Jobs, housing, loans, all gone. The judge isn't fear-mongering, he's laying out the reality most people never recover from.
it closes so many doors. It's disgusting. It's sick. As far as I can see now, I don't think you have a felony conviction. And I hope and I pray that you do everything in your power to avoid a felony conviction, because I'm telling you, no one hires felons. If you ever want a good job, you want to get a loan for a car, hell, they're not going to give it to you. You want to get an apartment, they don't give apartments to felons, man. Does he have a felony conviction? You need to do everything in your power to avoid it. Go to WIMAC, do your shisa, get out, and show that you care, because what I see there, you don't care. And if you don't care, they're just going to send your ass to state jail with the felony conviction, and then it's done. Don't become a statistic. We're going to reset this case tomorrow because they want to talk to the complaining witness in this case. We're going to try to resolve this so that you can work on and go get on to WIMAC to better yourself. If you ever need anything, just talk to her, come back here. We can give you whatever you want. If you want a cell phone, you want a tablet, you want a place to stay, eat, money, we'll get it for you. But don't run the streets because you're going to end up dead or with a 25-year sentence. Stop. Grow up. So we'll put them on for tomorrow. Come back, write it up, and we'll get it done.
All right, maybe.
Don't become a felon. All right.
Come back. You got it, Judge?
Yes, ma'am.
In that case, moving on, young Mr. Coilar here, Judge. He's got a WI, first time, no priors. The situation is he missed court last time because he moved back to Victoria. He lives.
Mr. Cuellar does what Mr. Cuellar wants to do without regard to court orders.
It looks that way, Judge, but he's been in good communication with me. I've talked to the family. His grandparents adopted him. He was actually in Houston to visit his biological father recently, and that's when this incident happened. And since then, he's actually moved back. His aunt is here. He's got family support. But I've talked to the family at length, and I've talked to him. Chief is okay with us, having a time served deal. We want to get it done today so he can move back. He's enrolled in school. He understands the severity of having this conviction, but he's got family. They have a business. He's going to be going to school and working there.
Who's here with him?
Well, I think they stepped outside, but his aunt and I think it's your grandfather is here. You want me to go get him real quick?
Please.
Okay. Yeah. Your Honor, this is his aunt. The grandparents are outside, but she has a young toddler, so the grandparents are watching the toddler. But she knows the situation. She's,
Hi, how you doing?
Thank you for coming.
Come on in. So I've explained to the judge his current situation with him living with the grandparents in Victoria and how you guys are supporting him. We have this time served deal that the judge is considering so that, we can wrap up this case so that he can move back home, work for the family, go to school, everything that we talked about.
Yes.
He just always wants to make sure that as a young person, he has support. He knows exactly what's facing him before we do anything that he can never get back. So this plea that he wants to do, it's got its pros and cons that we talked about. So that's why the judge asked me to bring you here so that if you have anything to add or anything, so that he can consider it, so that he can make up his mind whether or not he's going to let Diego take the time served deal. Okay.
Please, just tell me about, would he be approved for the PTI program?
He's already been approved for that, Judge. It's a 1-3. I've talked to him at length about that. It's just something that he and his family does not feel that they can accomplish with all the.
He can't stay clean.
Judge.
That's it.
They have some financial difficulties. So, anyways.
Money is of no difference. I could care less about the money. When you take.
Well, on a PTI program, Judge, I know you don't on defers and stuff like that, but on PTI, there's not a lot of wiggle room besides the $300 DA fee. That's about it. In terms of the machine, in terms of monthly, they're pretty rigid by that. So I know you feel differently and your deferred is, but PTI is just,
that's complete.
PTI is just a hard rock, Judge, especially for economical reasons. Anyway.
I know back when I was staff division too, I could tell. Good on when it comes to year that is now, these, I agree.
I've barked up that tree many times, Judge.
Here's the thing. You're going to pay for this one way or the other. It's whether you either get this case dismissed and go through this program, or whether you take a conviction and then end up with all these surcharges from DPS end up with a license suspension, have to pay DPS for all these other fines and fees, not to mention your insurance skyrocketing because of this DWI. Insurance rates now are absolutely bonkers because of how insurance companies are molesting us now as it is. It doesn't get better when you plead to a DWI and it goes on your record. It'll get 3 times, 4 times as worse. You're going to pay for it one way or the other. When you take a half-ass approach to something in life, you will get a half-ass result. There is a program now that you are approved to be in to get this case dismissed. All you have to do are 3 little things. A little community service.
To the urgency here, the judge isn't just being harsh, he's practically begging this team to wake up. And you know what? He's right. This is the crossroad moment. Will he go for dismissal through the program or take a shortcut that leaves a scar?
A little class, and most importantly, stay clean. That's all you got to do. And if you can do it for even 6 months, they will dismiss this case. By pleading guilty to this case, it will go on your record. It will be there for the rest of your life. It's even there after you die. And you will pay for it. I promise you. It may not be tomorrow, and it may not be next week, but maybe 10 years, 15 years. You know what? Why didn't I take that class to get this thing dismissed? Ugh. You're going to pay for it one way or the other. You are old enough now to make your own choices. I mean, you're what? How old is he? 18?
17.
17
in June.
Judge, I also want to correct myself. I had him mixed up with another young client. He does need to provide mitigation information. So he's not 100% ready and approved.
What does he have now? Is it an accident?
Your Honor, it's a
THC.
Yes, so modification.
Got it.
So I
But, I mean, the odds of getting in are...
I don't want to speak for anyone, but I would assume.
I don't want you to make a decision now. But the decision you make will have lifelong consequences. And the problem is, there's only one problem, is staying clean. If I test you now, what are you going to test for? I don't want you to answer. But I think you and I both know. And it's been like this since day one. It has never stopped.
Judge, I don't think he's got a couple of negative tests, if I remember correct, like last time you were here, right? I mean, he's got some negative tests, and we can verify that. I mean, the last time he was here, you went down, it was negative, right?
December 12th, we had a negative, and then a no-show on January 27th.
And that's when he moved. He actually moved back to Victoria, and he's back here. I mean, if you want him to think about it more time, that's great. But the problem is, Judge, he is 3 hours. The family had a hard time getting him here just this morning. So if possible, and he decides again to go down the time served, we'd really like to get it done today, because that way it's just easy for them not having to come back. And that's part of it. That's part of the issue, Judge.
This judge is doing something rare, giving a second chance and a safety net. Zoom, check-ins, clear instructions, and a lifeline. But here's the question, will the defendant finally take it? Or will history repeat itself? What would you do?
You are the master of your own domain. I'm telling you, it's the dumbest decision that you'll make now regarding your life. Because once you end up with that conviction, it will be very difficult to get a job. You will have to explain it on every single application that you apply for anything. Job, apartment, school, to get a license, to get insurance, every single application that you will apply for whatever it is in this life, you will have to sit and explain for this, and it's going to close a lot of doors. I'm telling you now that it is not a wise decision to do. I'm telling you not to do this. But if you want to, far be it for me to stand in your way. But I'm telling you, It's not a good decision.
Judge, I mean,
You guys go talk and see what you want to do.
The family.
I will give you more time if you need more time.
Absolutely.
Really, I think that you should get into this program to try to get this case dismissed. That's it. But you guys tell me what you want to do. John, if you want to do the time served, you've got my blessing. But
It's never me, Judge. I just want to make sure the family and he understands every single word that you just echoed that I.
and so much that if you go, we can allow you to report via Zoom so you don't have to come back. But you can't use. You can't smoke weed. You can't use alcohol.
But I also leave the offer open too, to go without the paper direct to you. I'll leave that offer open.
I got it, Judge. But I mean, it's
You make the decision.
probation. I'm talking to Judge. Like, well, Judge, since he was a bond forfeiture, I've got his family, and they're all going to sit down and rethink about this, but they need some time. So it looks like, they're going to have some hard questions to answer. So they don't mind driving back. So we should get hopefully a resolution on one way or the other, because if he wants to do the PTI route, that's got to get moving
I
ASAP.
have the indigency packet now if you want it, so that they can, if they're interested, start filling it out. And then I can.
Well, I mean, I think the way they do it now is for mitigation. I've got to put a mitigation